Drummers Against Implied Timekeeping. I'm going to do something that I call Psycho Riffs in Rock 5. This is the 5th installment, and I'm going to do 2 within this video. The first is a song, 1969, by the Spiral Staircase, called More Today Than Yesterday. The drummer on it was Vinnie Perello, and it was a huge hit in 1969 on the radio. And when I heard this thing, I just about fell over. The entire song is a psycho riff because of the way he plays a shuffle and utilizes his single pedal. And I want you to hear it. What's also a very interesting footnote, at 1 minute 33 of the video, if you watch it on YouTube, of the song, it's famous also because he misses a snare hit at the end of the second chorus going into the next verse. Which is just amazing when you consider, the producer probably heard the track and realized this thing was fantastic. And he kept in the mistake. So just key in on that. Listen to it. He plays it sort of like this. He does the triplet with two rights. Absolutely fantastic. It's burning. It's a different way to do a triplet, much more powerful and almost progressive. So again, like that. And the whole song is one psycho riff, but I want you to listen to it because it's got riffs all over the place. And it's burning. And it has the mistake in it, so know it. And as a side note, I'd like you to play it, if you can, open-handed, left-handed lead, if you have a double pedal as well. Watch what I'm doing. Practice that and play it that way, with right, left with your double pedal. And also, I want you to do right, left, right, alternating on it with this psycho riff. Right, left, right. So when your right foot's coming down, you're playing the left hand. So that's the first psycho riff, all right? More Today Than Yesterday, the Spiral Staircase, Vinnie Perello on drums. Absolutely great, all right? The second is around the same time, 1970, a year later, the band The Hollies, they were a huge band and had lots of hits. But one song in particular was a ballad called He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. And the drummer on that, Bobby Elliott of The Hollies, is a very underrated and not famous drummer that I want you to know. So you got Vinnie Perello and Bobby Elliott. Guys who you would have never heard of, especially younger drummers. You got to know these guys because some of them are just unbelievable. Well, Bobby Elliott in this song, he's playing the ballad. Now you hear this riff and you go, gee, what's the big deal? It's where he does these things. Unbelievable. He places fantastic riffs in the most unique places on a lot of his songs, but that in particular came to mind, and I want you to hear it. He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother, somewhere around the 1.5 minute mark in there somewhere, but check it out. Again, as I say, it's not the hardest riff to do, but he places it and he comes up with great ideas. Most drummers wouldn't think this way, but Bobby Elliott does, and I want you to know it. Very important, I think, as a drummer to also know the history and some of the great players that are unheralded, and these are 2, all right? Now, if you have any questions, always contact me on twitter.com/drummersagainst. Facebook.com/drummersagainst implied timekeeping. Click like on that. And for those of you who are coming in for the very first time, I welcome you, and I'd like you to go through my entire catalog of videos. especially my introduction, and I have an explain detail video, which kind of sets forth the entire series to understand what I'm trying to teach you and what I'm trying to get you to learn on my series. And if you like what you're seeing, I am inviting you to subscribe to my channel. Your subscription is your support to what I'm doing and what I will continue in the future. And I have a lot of things planned, but as I say, periodically I get these things in my head where I want to share with you things that you're not getting anywhere else, especially from a historical perspective. That's why I came up with these psycho riffs in rock. So I have 4 previous, and I definitely want you to see those, but this is the 5th. And so hats off to Vinnie Perello and Bobby Elliott for these just fantastic riffs. And I enjoy them because I think there's something that are relevant for the future. You got to know history to know the future. At least that's my perspective. So let me know what you think. Now I have some very technical videos coming up soon, and I'll share that with you. So let me know what you think of this and keep me posted. Psycho Riffs in Rock 5.